Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to pour the Daisy Belly or the Fusion Flower Technique, and I have a shallow mold and I wanted to do this for a long time just to see how it's working in a shallow mold. So this is what I'm doing. My first color I showed you is the Butterscotch. This is the Caribbean. Butterscotch is from Octopus Resin Ink, Caribbean is from Etta Art, and the last color is the Strawberry, and this is from Octopus Fluids again. The resin I'm using is the Ultracast resin, and I let my resin sit for 20 minutes. Next color is the Interference Pearl, and the last color is here the white, and the white are the pigment drops from Etta Art. So what I did for my colors with the resin inks, I put 25 grams in each cup, and I'm doing the puddle pour. And that's why I'm calling it also the Floral Fusion, because I think Maika did it also with the puddle pour, that she had multiple, oh God, more than one color. Multiple. Oh God, my pronunciation is sometimes bad. You know, sometimes you lose your English, and yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm just pouring my colors into the cup and altering the colors, and I hope I get a nice color shading. So it's always exciting to see if it's gonna work or if it's not gonna work. So, and now I'm just pouring around the edge. I cannot remember if Maika just put it into the center. I'm just pouring this around the edge, and yeah, just in a spiral. And I guess the color blending will be roughly the same if you pour it like this or if you just pour it into the center. But it's always, you know, exciting to see how the colors are looking in your cup once your cup is rather empty. So, and now I just go in puddle, and I have here the Interference Pearl, and maybe you can see it, it's rather strong. I used here 15 grams of the Interference Pearl, and I'm just scraping my cup a little bit so everything is out. And then I'm using here my white, and the white are 20 grams. And then I'm using the rest of my resin, of my clear resin, and will fill up the mold. The mold holds round about 170, 180 grams, so you can calculate the ratios and what I'm now using for my clear resin. And for my white, I think I didn't say this, I used 6 drops of the pigment drops. And now I'm just pouring into the center, and I'm very curious how the other side is going to look like. If my white is going to be too strong and I have maybe a white blob underneath, I have no idea. I've only done this pour that way in a deep mold, and you get wonderful effects. And it's basically, yeah, Daisy Belly technique, the Floral Fusion. Some call it also the, now I have to say this in German, Chrysanthemum pour. I don't know how to pronounce this in English. I hope you understand, what I mean. But anyway, I know this pour from Maika like this, and this is why I'm telling you, Daisy Belly or Floral Fusion. Now I just take some glass stones. They are just white. I think they are glass. And then I'm also adding a little bit of a mixture where some greenish stones are in there. So I will have a little bit of color for my center. I'm very curious, but I can already see that the white is doing something. See those little, like peaks? I don't know how to say this but there is certainly something happening on the other side, and it's almost looking like the effect in a deep mold. So I'm very curious how this is going to look like. And yeah, I will, like I said, just add also other glass stones and stones where there's a little bit of green shades in there. And then I just work all the stones into my mold, into the center, so that it's a nice piece. Yeah, on the other side, hopefully. Anyway, I'm just using the torch, and then I just let the resin do its magic, and fingers crossed it's gonna work. It's the first time I'm trying this technique in a shallow mold, and I always wondered if those pours which you do in deep molds can really work in the normal molds, because not everyone has a deep mold and not everyone has a live edge mold. There's also a difference. The Geode S tray from MoldsandShapes, they have, the geode edge, but of course it's straight. It's not like the live edge, which you can have. So, and now I let the resin do its magic. I didn't do a time lapse this time because I really needed my phone. And this is the next day I can demold. It's still an eensy bit bendy because of the ultra cast. It has normally a curing time from 24 hours. But I'm so curious how this is now looking on that side. So just let's have a look. And look at this. It's really like pouring into the deep mold. I'm so happy. You can see those little petals really starting to grow. And look at this color shading. I really love this, especially where the red parts are. It's very beautiful. I'm so happy. And you're gonna see the end result here. It has so much depth. It has so much, 3D effect, and the colors are so beautiful. I hope you like this video and I can give you some inspiration, and hopefully we see each other for my next video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.